Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, the 26th day of July, 2016. In less than 24 hours, we're going to be live for 28 hours with a very special broadcast kicking off at 11 a.m. tomorrow, carried by radio stations, TV stations, and cable stations across the United States. Almost 200 radio stations alone. But anyone can watch at Infowars.com/show. Also, Infowars.com/giant. It is Operation Sleeping Giant. The Sleeping Giant is already partially awakened. The information we cover about the globalist takeover of America is now being mainstreamed by Donald Trump here in the U.S., Nigel Farage, and the British exit movement in Europe and more. Infowars is the tip of the spear. A lot of people claim to be the tip of the spear. We are the leading edge. You are the tip of the spear. You are the resistance. Our 28 million viewers and listeners a week. I'm here on Facebook Mentions, YouTube, and Periscope to break down the fact that I have talked to high levels of the Trump campaign, not just Roger Stone, and they are fully aware of the fact that Hillary has stolen the election from Bernie Sanders. He was like 25 points ahead of her. He won California, New Hampshire, and 8 other states by massive points. They've now stolen that. They've now created super delegates to ignore the voters and the delegates. Trump is surging 5 to 10 points, depending on the scientific poll, ahead of Hillary as the emails come out, and the corruption, and the fact that she sent protesters to Trump events to cause violence, dressed up as Sanders supporters. Trump is surging. Even mainline analysts admit the Democratic Party is in full panic right now. Full panic. They're going to strike back with a staged event, an attempted assassination attempt, I think is possible. Get in the mind of Hillary and her foreign bank, Goldman Sachs handlers. What would you do? Stage an assassination attempt? A terrorist attack, blame it on Trump supporters? What would they pull? Because she's imploding. They're booing Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren and all of them. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, when they get up there and push all this garbage, when they say your vote doesn't count. What are they going to do when upwards of 70, 80% of the people we've talked to were Sanders voters around the country? They weren't for Hillary. We've done exit polls at 80% in California going for Sanders in LA, live on TV. What are they going to do when most of those Sanders voters don't just vote third party, but vote for Donald J. Trump? They've got to stage something. And the Trump campaign's been meeting in New York the last few days. I can tell you, I was authorized to tell you. Stone came on Sunday, but I even have more intel since then and said this, that yes, Trump and others are meeting, dealing with this, how to stop crooked Hillary. The whole system's rigged, but this time Trump knows it's rigged. He's not going to lay down for it. We're going to be covering the coronation of Hillary when she gets the nomination officially tomorrow night and through Thursday in a 28-hour broadcast. Infowars.com/giant. Infowars.com/giant. We're going to be here in our studios in Austin, Texas. We're also going to have our crew on the ground in Philadelphia. They're reporting now as we speak. In fact, Paul Watson from London's live. Our crew from Philadelphia are live on the ground right now at Infowars.com/show. The feed's there right now. Shakari Jackson's on in the 4th hour. Be sure and spread this video to everyone you know and be part of the restoration of our republic and a counteroffensive against the multinationals that have hijacked this nation. The Russians have kicked the globalists out. England's kicking them out. We can kick them out as well and make this country free and great again. We're live right now. The fight's happening at Infowars. But tomorrow is a big special event. Some of these special events get an additional 3+ million viewers. I want to see millions and millions of people tuning into the live feeds tomorrow. And it's up to you, it's up to us as well, to let folks know that the big steal's on. But if we expose the big steal, it'll fail. Because listen, here's the final point. The Republicans tried to announce, we made a thing called superdelegates in the 70s with the Dems. We've never used it, but it means we ignore the delegates, pledge to the voters. It doesn't matter if you get 100% of the vote. We're the party sovereign, to quote George Will in the Washington Post, meaning royalty, and we're going to ignore your vote. Well, you know what? They didn't get away with it politically. They had to back down. Looks like Hillary's getting away with it. And if she gets away with that, she will try to steal the general election. She is behind right now in every scientific poll. This is a big deal. So we can stop it because Trump will speak up and say no, and if you speak up and say no. All right, I'm going to get back in there and get ready for the 28-hour broadcast. We're broadcasting live right now. Let's go on down there and show folks what's happening there. Again, Infowars.com/show for the live feeds right now. We'll also have the feed tomorrow, but Infowars.com/giant. And I almost forgot, we're running specials starting now of 40% off on nutraceuticals like Brain Force and more. Great nutraceuticals, great supplements, but also helps fund the broadcast. A total win-win. Hillary for prison shirts. We've got nationalists on from England right now talking about the Islamic attacks and how those are intensifying, how the BBC won't even use words like Ali. They'll change the name to David. If a guy named, Ali attacks somebody, they change his name to cover it up. I mean, this is the incredible level of what we're dealing with here. And we're going to be broadcasting live, covering all of this. Coming up tomorrow at Infowars.com/giant. Here's Sha'Carri Jackson. He's going to go into the fourth hour here in a moment. He's got a ton to cover. Just jumping in on here, you live.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Is this not an epic time to see the craziness going on?
It's a lot of things going on in the news cycle. We see the terror attacks that happen pretty much on a daily basis now, because they always want to say, how wicked we are here in the United States of America for having a Second Amendment. You see in Japan that some guy just stabbed 19 people yesterday. Terror attacks, axe attacks, all kinds of things going on. And when you come back here, you have all the political pageantry, the circus that's going on at the DNC. They run out, 60 speakers at the DNC. They don't even talk about the terror that's going on in the nation and just basic things that need to be addressed. So definitely, Alex, it is a crazy time to be alive.
All right, Sha'Carri, I'm going to let you get back. It's in 30 minutes. You're taking over the fourth hour. Thank you. I'm going to end this right now because I've got a lot to get done. Please spread this video to everyone you know. But in closing, this world has seen a lot of wars. This world's gone through a lot of conflict. And I see a person commenting saying, if voting made a difference, they wouldn't let us do it. That's a famous saying. And they had staged elections in Russia. We've had some stolen here in the U.S. But when you back a candidate who's a constitutionalist, they can't steal a landslide. Or if they try, many dictatorships and many shadow governments, where you really have a dictatorship with staged elections with a group of oligarchs running it, by forcing them to steal it openly in a big way, that usually brings them down. So, yes, we know there's a lot of fraud. Yes, we know they've controlled both parties for a long time. That's why both parties are now against Trump, because he's for real. So get out and vote. This is a critical time to be involved, a critical time to be poll watchers and to talk about any frauds you see, your votes being flipped, you name it. Now is the time to fight back against corruption and not just roll over to it and say, screw it, you'll never change it. If you have that attitude, we're going to totally collapse. This is called the animating contest of liberty. All right, I'll see you back tomorrow. Infowars.com/giant. Please spread that link. We'll put below to everybody you know. And God bless you all. This is the answer for your children to totally absorb the multivitamins, the minerals, the amino acids, everything at once. Unveiled Vitamin Mineral Fusion Advanced Multivitamin Formula, 30 servings, fruit punch flavored dietary supplement. It is simply amazing. Infowarslife.com.
There's a million different products like this out there that they're good in different ways. But this takes all of the vitamins, all of the essential amino acids, all of the essential compounds and minerals that you need, puts it into something that's great tasting as opposed to like clumpy, gross stuff. And you can put it in your drink every morning. I put it in my protein shake. It is the platinum standard, in my view, of multivitamins in terms of an advanced multi-drink vitamin.
The cleanest, the purest, new stuff had to be invented. That's why it took this long to even bring us something this good.
Some companies are going to take a small amount of vitamins and make it, so there's so much filler, it looks like there's a lot. This is ultra concentrated. We're not playing games here. Okay,
well, that's my philosophy. That's your philosophy.
Yeah,
I want it, but again, there's some great stuff out there.
Yeah,
and there's other,
No, of course, definitely.
There's other powders I promote at InfoWarsHealth.com. Yeah, they're excellent. I mean, there's some good stuff out there. This is just the very best we can bring you, and when you buy it, you support InfoWars, you support the reporters, you support yourself. Tell folks about some of these other things that are in this and why this is just this total complete package for your body because, again, we didn't put the synthetic amino acids. We didn't put the synthetic vitamins. We put the plant-based, high-quality, clean, natural ingredients into this.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got your standard vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin E, the list goes on.
A huge amount of vitamin C, by the way. Tell folks about that.
1,000+% of your daily value, which is what you need. Because the, FDA guidelines, we all know about those. Zinc, magnesium, selenium, L-glutamine. Each one of these you could go on for about 10 minutes about the benefits of these things. Alpha-lipoic acid, folic acid, calcium, and the list goes on. 34 other ones you can check out. Go to InfoWarsLife.com, the label's up there. You've got the entire ingredients list that you can neurotically examine for yourself. And just...
By the way, look on the other side, too, because we're showing people the minerals and things. Let's look at the vitamins right there, all it's got in there. I mean, it's amazing.
Top left.
Again, if you're radio listeners, Infowars.com/show. Vitamin A has 4,333% from beta-carotene and what's that other source? I just know that's all the best sources.
Retinol. So you've also got your vitamin D at 1,000 IU, which is a large dose, actually. And you know what? Some people could say, well, isn't this competing with your other products? Well, yeah, you know what? We could be like some people and just take all the stuff that we sell also at InfoWarsLife.com and not put any of it, but then it wouldn't be a balanced formula, and we're not going to do that. And it might actually hurt us in the long run to put all the best stuff in here, but that's just the way we got to do it, because we can't start thinking like that.
So get them today, InfoWarsLife.com, or call toll-free 888-253-3139. My name is Alex Jones. Most of you know me from my syndicated radio program and my documentary films, as well as InfoWars Nightly News. When I got on air 20 years ago, I had discovered the globalist program, their plan to take over the world, and my focus went from running 6 miles every other day, swimming 2-3 miles a couple times a week, and lifting weights, to focusing on fighting the globalists. I've gone from 279 pounds all the way down to 235 pounds, and the weight's going off even faster. And it wasn't just that my weight loss accelerated. My muscle mass increased. My stamina, my energy levels exploded. Super Male has the key concentrated natural compounds that my body needed to go to the next level. Today is the day to take the InfoWarsLife.com challenge and to secure your bottle of Super Male or Super Female Vitality. Check them out today at InfoWarsLife.com or give our crew a call at 888-253-3139.